Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Titans getting set to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right around the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Off the play fake, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Everson Griffin in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Everson Griffin in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Returnable here from the 38. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action. Mariota. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Houston. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 30!
Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Brand 38! Brand 38!
On first down, Watson. Escaping the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Now a second down run for Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Suckup for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
you
right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Now let's
So
go.
the D-line's going to spread out. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go.
Now Rudolph, his first throw since coming in the game. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn up
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's Muhammad, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
A check of the scoreboard there in the third in Baltimore, and the Ravens have opened things up there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Final minute now of the third quarter. They'll run with Muhammad. They find some open field here. And out of bounds all the way down at the 2-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here comes the Texans now. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jayon Brown in from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Here we go now.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be third and forever. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Looking to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays.
And I think the ball's out. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now he steps away. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And to give this time to the tailback. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Over. All right, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw here. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Bobby Wagner. Not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Over.
They're going to run it with Murray. Running right through him. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, the win is number 9 for them on the year. And they'll get another road day.